It'll take it a second for it to show up on YouTube. See if it's showing up on my phone yet. I'm live.
Okay.
I'll probably close that window for a little traffic sounds. Hey guys, just to let y'all know, there is a delay in the video and the sound. Well, not the sound, but as in the chat. So, you know, y'all let me know in the comments too. There's a 1 minute and 1 minute and 18-second delay in messages from that y'all are typing to us, and we're seeing up here on StreamYard on the big screen. I do have my phone here with me to try to keep up with the comments. So right now, if you don't care, comment below. Let me know how the cameras are. Make sure there's no glitchiness going on. If y'all can hear properly or anything. So I'm gonna go over here and make sure y'all can hear me. Can y'all hear me very well? Okay. Camaro said everything looks good. Sounds good. Okay. Good. I'm gonna let this for a few more minutes here to let some people come in.
That popped up.
Oh, did it?
You want to say hi,
Okay. This is my first time ever doing anything like this, so I'm trying to make sure it's, you know.
A little bit. Yeah. Somebody said yes, but open the door and back up 3 steps forward. All right.
All right, guys. We're going to get this party started. Welcome to tonight's show. Special guest tonight is my wife, Mrs. Catfish Style.
Hello, everyone.
Okay. She's never been on camera, and you know she's shy. So give her some you know.
All right.
So tonight we're going to be doing catfish tacos. This is a recipe that we like to use for when we make fish tacos. You can use what other fish can you use for a taco recipe?
My favorite is cod. You can use halibut or any really kind of white flaky fish is the best.
Okay. We're going to get started first. Let me get to it. What should we start first when we're making fish tacos?
You want to make the slaw topping first because the lime juice and the honey breaks down the cabbage. It'll give it better taste. The cabbage also won't be as crunchy. So that's why you should do it first. It needs to sit while the fish cooks.
So before you do the fish tacos, if you want to make the slaw for it, not everybody likes the slaw. But if you want to have the slaw, it's best to prepare it before you cook the fish. So that way it has time to break down the cabbage and everything. You know, so that way it makes it tender. Because, you know, cabbage has got that crunch. You know, this is not cooked cabbage. It's a straight off the cabbage head. That's it.
Also, it's not a creamy slaw. So you want to have a crema or some kind of cream sauce to go on top of the tacos as well. That's what I prefer.
Okay. It says we got some people saying hi to you. Amy says hi. We got say hi to everybody.
Hey, David. Hello, everybody. I see Chunky, Ozark, John, Maurice. Is it everybody so far?
Well, there's others. We're trying to keep up with the chat. The chat's not showing up directly on the screen. That's why we're looking here because I have my iPhone here trying to keep up with chat. But yeah. It's hot in here. It's humid. It's 87 degrees in this building right now. We're literally sweating to death. I didn't think this through, but that's okay. That's okay. We'll go ahead and get started with the slaw.
I've pre-measured everything so that way it would go a little smoother. For the slaw, you want 2 cups of red cabbage, 2 cups of green cabbage, 1/4 cup of cilantro, 1 to 2 tablespoons of lime juice. I recommend that you start with just one and then taste it and then add the second one if you would want more lime flavor. 1/4 teaspoon of salt and pepper and 1 to 2 tablespoons of honey. Again, add half of it, then taste it and add more if you would like.
So we'll add the ingredients after this video. It'll be in the description. The exact measurements. We're cooking, you know. I'll show y'all. Here's my catfish fillets. I still ain't cleaned them up. I just pulled them out of the freezer and the fridge. So I still have to do a little cleaning up before we cook. How much fish should you cook with this?
It calls for 1.5 pounds, but I just do it basically by eye. I don't measure a whole lot when I'm cooking. But I would say about 4 fillets would be good for the amount of measured seasonings that we have here. This is the slaw. I already measured the cabbage and the cilantro. That's in the bowl already.
What is that? 2 cups of
red and 2 cups of green and 1/4 cup of cilantro.
Or add to your liking. Either way, we love our cilantro, so we want a little bit more. You know, I like the cilantro. Okay.
All right. So
now she's gonna get down to mix it up for you.
All right. So you want to add the salt and pepper, which I've already got measured here. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, as long as they can see it on there. We was gonna measure this out by hand, doing it here at the table on the camera, but we want to be a little bit prepared. We don't want to keep y'all here for 2-3 hours just for one little recipe. No.
Now I've got the honey. You're gonna have to get it out. It's too sticky. And that was 2 tablespoons of honey. I've made this recipe quite a bit, so I know that I like the 2 tablespoons. But for your preference, you should do half first. And then we've got the lime juice. Again, I've got 2 tablespoons here.
A fresh squeeze.
Fresh squeezed lime juice. I'm going to put the full 2 tablespoons, but you should do it based on your taste. And that is all that goes in the slaw, which is why I said it's not a creamy slaw. It's basically just a topping. And I'm going to be honest, normally I don't mix with a spoon. I use my gloved hand.
Yeah, she doesn't usually like using utensils. She likes putting gloves on and mixing everything by hand. She can tell a lot by the texture. She's a very texture person. She's very picky. You know, yeah. So, can y'all hear her good? Does she need to speak up loud or anything? I just want to make sure y'all are not missing anything, just in case some people are keeping notes of anything. So just let us know. Okay. And is the traffic bothering y'all? I had the window open here on the building. We live right next to the interstate. I can literally 10, 15 feet from the interstate. So if y'all hear that, let me know.
Okay, and I'm going to taste this just to be sure that it's what it should be. I would not put this on my tacos without tasting it first.
Yeah, make sure y'all taste stuff before you put it on your tacos. Yeah. Smells good. I love the smell of cilantro. Good?
Mm-hmm. It needs to break down, which is why we get it first. So really crunchy.
So the honey breaks it down?
The lime juice and honey.
The lime juice and the honey break down the crunch.
I would prefer to refrigerate this for an hour or 2 before, but I wanted to mix it on the video. Okay. That's after it's all mixed together. It's really good.
Okay.
So we'll just put the lid on this. All right.
So what's next?
So now we should cook the fish. We also have to make a crema, but we will make that after the fish is almost cooked.
Okay.
Let me get you a bone for your seasonings.
All right, boys. I'm gonna show you some of these catfish fillets I got here set for y'all tonight. That's one of them there. These are all channel cat. I still have to clean them real quick. I wanted to try to keep it, you know, as realistic as possible here on this live feed. For anybody that likes catfish and loves catfish, if you've never cleaned a catfish, what you want to get off the catfish fillet is this red part right here down the middle. This little part this little part right here. And I'll always remove that. You know, yes, it is wasting a little bit of fish, yes. But it takes all that gamey taste out of the catfish.
I say I'm a little hard to hear and to bring camera one closer. Okay.
Which one are you talking about? The one right here with my hand moving in it? This one? Camera one, okay, yeah. Unfortunately, I cannot bring the camera one closer because it's actually running off of my desktop. It's the webcam, so it's on a cord. I'm gonna look into getting better camera equipment for more live feeds, and I'm going to be upgrading my whole computer system here soon. So sorry, I was going to use 2 phones, but I needed something to where I could see the comments big on the screen because I got a 40-inch flat screen TV hung on the wall, and that's what I'm reading the comments on through. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, Palmetto. I'm sorry.
Also, can you hear me better now? I want to make sure that you all heard what I said about the slaw. I have a hard time here. Tell me to speak up.
And see, look at this. This right here is what makes your catfish bitter. That's what gives it the gamey taste that everybody hates. It called mud, dirt, whatever. It's just a red. It's just a red vein. That's all it is. Now I am using a really new paring knife. I typically don't use a paring knife, but I actually forgot to get my fillet. I'm just going down through here. I'm just taking off some of this old red veins and skin, and I'll let it all lift on it when I caught it, cleaned it. I typically freeze my fish in a bag, freezer bag with water. That's how I always do it. I've never done dry freezer bag? The vacuum. I've never vacuum sealed any of my catfish ever. And I'm just going to, here's another nice fillet. These are all channel cats. I do not cook or kill or clean flatheads or blues. They all get returned. Channel cats. Nope. Now I'm just going to write down both sides of that red vein. You know, that's what if you got a picky eater in the family that has eaten catfish before and they told you that it tastes like mud or dirt, this is why. This right here, this little vein. It's best just to take the whole piece out. Yeah, you can cut this out here and then probably trim this meat off right here, but you're not wasting it. I'm not worried about it. Now, if it was, if something happened and times got rough, you know, I would eat this. That's no problem. See, here's some more of that red meat. Oh, sorry. That's what it looks like there. And what I'll usually do is I'll save those, put them in a freezer bag, and I'll use them for bait. I'll take not chicken liver. I'll take Kool-Aid, cherry Kool-Aid, and I'll soak them in cherry Kool-Aid. And you know how you soak up the chicken breast in Kool-Aid? I do the same magic with my scratch for catfish. If y'all don't know, catfish belly meat fat is really good too, and catfish love it too. Just gonna go here, trim it up. Taking my time. And trust me, ask my wife how picky she was. I put scratch over her. My bad. when we first got together, you didn't like catfish, did you?
No, not at all. I had a bad experience when I was a kid. So I had a bad experience whenever I was a kid. So I stopped eating fish altogether. Nobody could cook it to where it didn't taste like pure fish. Nothing else, just the fish. But once me and him got together, he cooked catfish. It took me probably about a year to even try it. But then I did, and I love catfish.
This was for the fresh.
No, but that's okay.
Well, yeah. This little paring knife is pretty sharp. It actually works pretty good on these catfish fillets. We're going to shred the fish anyways after it's fully cooked. So that's why I'm not worried about if it's in pieces or chunks, because we're going to shred it anyway.
Don't have to though.
You don't have to. I mean, I've eaten before the whole fillet on a taco before. Now this right here is perfect size for a whole piece of taco. You know, if you don't want to cut it up. And this is also perfect size for frying. You don't want, you know, when you're frying catfish, see, here's a big piece that's got a bunch of that red vein on it. Look at that. That's what you don't want to cook on your fish. Some people do, some people eat, and that's okay. But me and my family, we don't eat that. They will not eat fish with it. It's better to cook fish about this size. Okay, it cooks better. The oil cooks in it better. It's just a lot better. And you want to cook a big piece like that, you're going to buy into a piece one day that's not going to be done. Or it's going to be overcooked or undercooked. That's just my method of fishing, my method of way of doing catfish. So there's a big old mud vein there. Mud vein, blood vein, whatever you want to call it. It goes all the way through that meat there. You don't want it. Take it out. Yeah, that's the good fish. And as you can tell, this one here was a bigger channel cat. And it's a little bit more greasier.
My name is Mary. We should ask more questions about the slaw since
Yeah, make sure you talk about
it. About the slaw, while he's finishing up the fish here, since you all couldn't hear me, do you all have any questions about the slaw, the ingredients, or anything like that? No.
Yes. We're trying not to yell at y'all, but we can't hear it. So, you know.
It's nice to meet you as well.
Yep, Palmetto Cats. Palmetto's is I talk about you all the time to the wife, don't I? Yeah. Palmetto is actually Kevin. Kevin is the one
that did fish.
That did the yes. We watched that whole live stream in the house on the big screen and watched the whole episode of you and your wife doing the fish testing and stuff.
Nice to meet you, Avid. I've talked to you a little bit, so I kind of know you a little bit. Fan of The Walking Dead. Yes, I am a fan of The Walking Dead.
Yeah, y'all have any questions to ask her, and then go right ahead. I'm sitting here just cleaning this fish up a little bit. Y'all may hear a bumblebee flying around in here. He seems pretty pissed off at the moment. Yeah. This is a wood bee, carpenter bee. I'm also checking for bones. I don't want to bite into no bones. I'm very picky about my catfish. It takes a lot out of me to eat catfish from other people. May see someone get stung by a bee here in a minute. Oh, yeah, he's mad. Look at him. He's just wide open, smacking.
I would be too stuck in a bee.
True.
Norman talks about you sometimes. Yes, it's all good stuff. Usually when he talks to me, it's about the Facebook page for your all's meet or about the meet that everybody's planning to go to.
Amen.
Yes. You should do a video of you two fishing. I have told Norman that he needs to do a video with me and him fishing. I think he's scared that I may outdo him, so that's why we're postponing that. How did Norman convince you to marry him? Well, I was 18, so no, I'm just kidding. I love him.
A lot of alcohol. No, I'm joking.
We got married when I was 19, and I'm now 29. But he didn't really have to do much convincing. He's a good guy. How did you catch those? That was for you.
Okay. Which one?
Do response.
There you go, John.
But we could ask, how did you catch
These here I caught at a Finn's Lake in Richmond, Kentucky, called Whitehall. These here were all caught on shad. Yeah, shad. Every one of these were on dead, fresh, frozen shad. I should have kept a Ziploc bag. When I go fishing, I put on the bag the day I caught them, where I caught them, and what bait I used to catch them. If I showed you my freezer right now, half of them say shad or chicken breast with cherry Kool-Aid. That's about 90% of my bags. And that's usually what I use. You know, I like using shad for my small channel cats, and I like using chicken breast and Kool-Aid. You know, I'm all over the place with bait. You know, catfish will eat anything. Try not to touch my hat because I got fish in my hands. But catfish will eat anything but the kitchen sink. So when you go fishing, don't be scared to try something new.
I have a few questions to answer. Yes, Palmetto, we've been married for 10 years. We've been together for 13 years. I also have not been out in the boat yet. I hate to admit this, I've never been on a boat. So hopefully if I can get off work more often, he'll be able to take me out on the boat this summer.
Why don't you tell them a little bit about your job, what you do at your job?
So that was actually coming up in the next question.
Oh.
Okay, so Palmetto asked who does the most cooking at home. Honestly, he does. I cook for a living, so I cook 8 to 10 hours, sometimes 12 hours a day. So usually when I come home, he has my supper ready and I eat whatever he's fixing that day. Also, on my days off, I'll cook every once in a while, but I'm going to be completely honest. He cooks more than I do at home. I mean, you won't believe this. He does the laundry, he cleans, he cooks.
Hey, now don't be putting off with them.
The kids are with my mother. They're spending the night with my mom. James says you should take me out fishing because I will not outfish you too bad.
Boys, I'm not gonna lie to you. I may hold the PB catfish, but she holds the PB and rainbow trout, bass. What was there? Something else too?
Albino catfish.
I know albino catfish. There's something else to forget. It might even be a bluegill. I hold the PB for the catfish, but she holds PB for everything else. I'll tell you right now.
It's true, Palmetto. I've never been on a boat ever. And baking pancakes, I do put lemon on my catfish. However, tonight we're going with lime.
John, just to let you know, John was last week's winner for the live feed giveaway. We will be doing one tonight. I have not sent your package out yet. Our post office is just now getting to where they're accepting people to come in. So bear with me on the shipping. I'm sorry. Even Amazon, we ordered stuff from Amazon. It took them almost 2 weeks.
Yeah, and it was a prime item.
And it was a prime item. So here is the scratch from the catfish. Yeah, see, that's not what you want. I know some people eat that, and that's okay. I'm not going to knock a man for not wasting fish. But, you know, I have picky eaters in my family.
Yes, Norman does vacuum too. He don't dust a whole lot, but we do wipe off the tops of the tables. Mostly him. Yes, I agree, Palmetto. You should share the responsibility. It's not the woman's job to do everything. Hey, Norman, you should bring her to the meet and greet. That's what David said.
Yeah, if we can get see, our problem is we're both working. We work at the same place. I'm the groundskeeper / maintenance technician. when they need me to work on stuff. We both work at the same place, different hours completely.
Way different.
And it's one of us is usually at work, one of us is watching them. And then usually when we're both at work, we have family members that babysit for us, that watch them while we're working. We pick them up on the way home. Usually me, because I don't work. I usually don't work no more than 6 hours a day, just because of the way everything's going right now. And then the kid schedule, the work is working around my kid schedule for school, and the school's out. But yeah, I really wish I had a jug of water in here so I could wash my hands in, because raw fish is not as bad as chicken. Now chicken, that's a really big beef. That's a big beef. But anyways, neither one of us is allergic to bees. Anyway, so but yeah. Oh, okay. She's gonna go ahead. She forgot. She accidentally left out. I asked her what she does for a living, where she works at.
So I work in an assisted living facility. I'm the dining experience director, which mostly entails making the menus, ordering the food, scheduling the employees. However, here lately, I'm more cooking than anything because we've been short-staffed because of what's going on right now. I really enjoy what I do, taking care of making sure elderly get good, nutritious food. We also are not like a nursing home. They get home-cooked, seasoned food. They're not going to get just plain old food on a plate. So that's mostly the reason that Norman cooks at home, because I cook all day long.
Okay. Now we're gonna get down to showing you my filleting skills with a pair knife. This is what you want in catfish fillets. Good, clean, no skin, little bit of fat there, not too much. And as you can see, they're really white. Look, that's what you want. That's what you want in catfish fillets. Okay. Now, I'm trying to remember if I brought the pan in here or not. I got a cooking set I use just strictly for when I go camping and stuff. I don't know if I brought it in. Hold on, let me see what's in this box. Oh, are they? 7 inch here. I bought this here. I bought this here a while back just for the egg meet and greet, and because of the whole Corona ordeal, I was never able to use them. So I've just been using one skillet out of it. So, sorry, someone was calling. Take mine. Sorry, babysitter calling. Call quick. And I'm sorry for being unfair. Sorry. Yeah. Consider the house and anything big enough. Sorry, guys. It's just my time. Hi. Get that skillet and tortilla. But anyways, how's everybody been? Sorry, I've not been keeping up with the comments. I'm trying to keep focused on this and stay on par. I want to welcome everybody for tuning in tonight. It took me a lot to get her in here on this show, just to, so. I really wanted to go today, but it was too windy. Make sure volume is turned down. We don't want to take the in here. Okay. But yeah, we're going to get better equipment in here. I wish now I would know how much junk I actually own in here, so I have more room. This little 8x12, I'm pushing it to the max. I actually had to take out my 30-something rods and reels that was sitting right here and relocate them to the other building. But the other building is just for wood and small stuff, I'm very lucky. The good Lord bless me. Oh man, you have no idea. I was not always a perfect, I was not always a great humble guy, but You get married and grow up and change. You want to be a better person. Okay.
The kids want to come home.
Oh, they want to come home. Kids are wanting to come home mainly because they don't have internet over there, and the kids love their YouTube. Okay, now we're going to next. We're going to mix all the catfish ingredients that I'm going to use on the fish. I actually label these because I don't remember stuff. She usually cooks this meal. I don't, but yeah, I label the list to show the how much is in it. All right, we're going to start out with the first ingredient. We're going to be rolling the catfish in.
Yes. Well, we'll sprinkle it. I don't want to get it.
Oh, okay. We're going to sprinkle the catfish with these ingredients, but we're going to mix these ingredients all together in this bowl here.
My favorite meal to cook at work would be like the homemade chicken parmesan. My favorite meal to cook at home would probably be meatloaf or meatloaf for the fish tacos. We really enjoy the fish tacos.
Okay.
All right.
My first up we got some smoked paprika. It is half a teaspoon. We're just going to dump it in here and show you what this is smoked paprika. And could you use normal paprika or smoked? What's the difference between the smoked and normal?
You could use the regular. The smoke gives it a little bit more of a smoky flavor. It's really good.
It smells really good. It smells like smoked bacon almost.
I use paprika on chicken, fish. It's really a popular ingredient in what we cook.
And this for y'all's record, I will put the ingredients in the description after the video, and it may take a little while for YouTube to fully, know how it goes. So, next we got.
Talking good about me while I was gone.
Huh?
They said you was talking good about me while I was gone. Better be. He knows better.
Next we got up a half a teaspoon. Teaspoon of cumin, and it cumin is strong. My lord, that's what cumin looks like. Is it similar to chili powder or is it different?
It's an ingredient in chili, like what you would put in chili.
Okay,
but it's definitely different.
Guys, I'm a basic
salt and pepper.
A little bit of onion powder and garlic, and that's all I usually put on my food. So,
and he's also the best thing that's ever happened to me. But I'll say it in front of him, not when he leaves the room.
He just puts me on the spot like that. I mean, what is a man supposed to say now?
I have to say, I make a really good meatloaf, Michael.
Yes, her meatloaf is very good, and we don't use meatloaf seasoning.
No,
we use straight up
salt, pepper,
season. We hand mix everything. We hand cut everything. It's just, oh man. And next we got a half a teaspoon of salt. Pretty sure you all know what salt is. No, it's not nothing bad. It's just salt. I know how some of y'all get. He's putting bad stuff in there. I don't want to say because I don't want you two to mess up my thing. I seen some people on there that had kids in their videos, and they're losing their channels. And it's their own kids. They don't have nothing involved in trying to sell anything kid related, and they're losing their channels because their kids are in fishing. So, yeah. We got next. It's a garlic powder, just a half a teaspoon. I know I'm going slow. That's okay. I'm not in no rush. I'm having fun. Oh, I ain't done yet. Next, we got 1.5 teaspoons of chili powder. Now, just because you're thinking that there's chili powder in it and cumin, it's not hot like you think it's going to be.
The creaminess from the Crema that I make and the Slaw actually balances out the flavors really good.
All right, next we got one of my favorites, good old onion powder. Just a half a teaspoon.
I'm going to say all of these seasonings were a half a teaspoon, except for the chili powder, it's 1.5 teaspoons. You gotta taste it.
You got taste it. All right. So what we got going on next?
All right, so we'll get the pan hot. While the fish is cooking, I'm going to make the crema, though. We're actually using olive oil today instead of butter.
We went fancy and put it all in a fancy bottle. All right, this bad boy fired up. Fingers crossed, doesn't explode. Boom.
And this is also something you can cook while you're camping, which is one reason we're using this to show.
Oh, my bad. I forgot to lock the bottle. There we go. I don't know if y'all can see the flame or not. Yeah, y'all can see it. But yeah, we've made this camping before. We like going up to Cave Run,
Twin knob.
and Twin Knobs, and we'll take this bad boy here and we just cook everything. All right. So next, what we're going to do is we're going to get the oil nice and warm. Put the pan on. Some olive oil here.
Is that right?
That's it.
Yeah, for now. Yeah, you gotta tap it. And we need this to get hot. The reason for that is obviously we want to have a good sear on the fish. We don't want it to be gooey. After I lick my finger, I did.
Oh, you're fine. She was just saying a head up. When she licked her finger, she did
Threw the glove away.
she threw the glove away. But Harry, I'm touching my whole body with raw fish on my hands, and she's worried about a glove.
Old Bay seasoning. We really like Old Bay seasoning. We don't use it in this recipe, but we do use it for catfish and really for garlic buttered shrimp. We use Old Bay for that.
Let's see if he says correct. I'm gonna take a piece of the scrap catfish and just test it. Where this is over an open flame, it's propane. Yeah, see, it's ready.
Right now.
Okay. These are popping. We're gonna do the no. We're gonna hand towel dry. Or...
Yeah, well, these are not too bad.
Okay. Luckily for where I already pulled the catfish out and I drained all the water off earlier, about 10 minutes before we started doing this video or getting ready. The catfish are not soaked, so to speak. Usually when you first boil the water, you want to pamper it dry a little bit, do a little pampering,
Okay, so the seasoning is going to make it's going to look like it's a lot. I'm telling you, it's not going to taste that way. You want to do this? You just got to
sprinkle it on.
You want to do front and back?
You like it?
Actually, it does disperse better if you do it from.
There we go, guys. We're pouring that Mimi, that salt Mimi. There we go, guys.
Really need to know.
And yes, I am going to answer her question or whatever she said. She is the best thing that's ever happened to me too. I'll just try to spread it out so I don't have to say it right then and there, because she put me on the pedestal. So
Okay, we're throwing these seasonings away.
Yeah, we're going to throw the season away that we got. Did you ever show them what the season looked like after it's mixed up?
No. Okay, so your fillet will look.
Yeah, that's fine right there.
It's going to actually look like it's a lot of seasoning. It's really not. I promise you.
I know it sounds crazy. We're having fish tacos, or we're not using no taco seasoning, but
you also shouldn't salt. You shouldn't season the fish until you're ready to cook it, because it will dry out.
Your poor face. I don't know.
I don't think it goes.
There we go. Helps a little bit.
Well, since we're both different complexions.
That is true.
All right. So is that you want to do all this, or you want to do that first batch?
I'm gonna do this first batch. All right, we're going to just pan sear. Y'all know. I mean, I'm pretty sure y'all know what pan sear means. So, back up. I turned it down too much. Don't want to get too hot.
It does look like Obey seasoning. And Obey may actually have some of the ingredients that are in this mixture. Honestly, I've never looked at the ingredients in Obey, so I'm not sure if it does or not.
For this is an open flame, it gets hot really quick, and the pan is very thin. So I'm going to actually just cook that one piece first to make sure.
Okay.
Is the camera angle okay? Can y'all see that being fried or anything? Can y'all hear it?
Also, can you hear me better now than you did before?
Can y'all use this or the?
You can flip it with that or that. That'll just keep it from splashing over.
Also, sorry. What temperature should fish be cooked to?
Internal temperature of 145 degrees in the thickest part of the fish, because the thin part's going to be done first. I'm very strict about temperatures with him. I've seen some stuff that make people sick. It can change people's lives. I mean, it can even kill you. So I really make him tempt everything that we cook.
This is just a dial. It's good enough. What we usually do on the dial, the monitors, we usually add a degree or take away a degree or two just to be on the safe side. I ruined the last one when I went fishing. I was using it as a water temperature, and to check the water temp. And she told me not to, but I did anyways. And after I told her what I used it for, she threw it away. So.
And it won't take long to cook this fish.
So when should I pull it out?
Well, we want to tip it first.
Okay.
But usually just a few minutes on each side is good. So we'll see. We'll just test it real quick. Leave it out of that oil a little bit. So, okay, we're already at 120 degrees. So
about another 2 minutes, probably. And this is a little, if y'all are wondering what kind of little, so this is the basic Coleman propane stove. I'll show you it after we're done cooking, if anybody's interested. It takes the aerosol cans, like Ordeal with quads input, butane. And that's what we use when we go camping. Because sometimes we can't always, I mean, it's just quicker. It's just quicker this way.
it smells really good. I skipped lunch today just so I would be hungry. Yes, but that's actually great too.
It does smell really good. And we always like putting paper towels under our fish. When we first got together, I used to just use a drain that you drain pasta and noodles with. And that's what I would put my catfish in, and she was just No, she couldn't have that. And that's what's here going on.
Yeah, I think we'll probably that good.
All right, I'm gonna pull her up.
Yeah, you can put it out. I'll take it over.
All right, that's what it looks like before we temp it.
Yes, I had to go to a dial thermometer, like you said, so it takes longer. Okay, just what it said. Yeah.
All right, and what's another? If you don't have a thermometer, what is another way to check the fish to see if it's done? I mean, I know sometimes we can't always carry a thermometer in our pocket or around with us when we're camping. What is another technique you like to use to be able to tell how catfish is done, or other fish?
I can tell by the feel of it. Not everybody can, but I can tell just by feeling it if the middle's done. Same with the steak or anything like that. But it's always better to temp it. But if you can't, or what I hate to do is cut it open, but I will if I have to.
And guys,
Chop it in half.
yep, chopping that. See that's what I usually do. And I'll get a good nice seared fish going on, and I'll not have a thermometer. I usually call it a thermometer, a tip gauge. You know, and I'll have a nice piece of fillet fish, and I'll go, wham, cut it right now. She's like, "No, what's good for it? It's so pretty." I'm like, "Well,
Yeah, chopping it in half is fine when we're at home. When I'm at work, I actually have to plate it nicely, so I can't chop it in half at work. So that makes a little bit of difference. But at home, I will, especially chicken. I'm very cautious with chicken. So at home, I will cut it in half. And I mean, I'll cut it in half right here.
that's what you want. You want it white, flaky, and you want to be able to keep that moisture inside of it. See how it's got a little moisture there inside of it, a little shininess to it? That's what you want. Now, if you overcook it, it'll be dull and it won't have no shine to it, correct?
Yeah, it'll be gross. It'll look raw. It'll look raw. I mean, I don't have to explain that. I'm going to taste it. Really good. Maybe even a little bit more seasoning on the next one. It is really good.
It doesn't even taste like fish. Does it?
No, not at all.
Fish are good. Hey, Shannon. How you doing, brother? We got Shannon in the house from L&S Outdoors. We got Jeremy in here, fishing with B&B. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I've been sorry.
I don't know how to work this one. It said fish are good about friends and it's food.
Yeah. Well, you know, everybody's had some bad apple friends before, so, you know.
I really like beer batter as well. I prefer beer batter on cod myself, but I've never actually eaten beer batter catfish before. Have you beer batter catfish?
I've eaten. I don't usually do beer batter, but it is good.
On cod, it's really good.
On cod, it's phenomenal. On cod, it's phenomenal. Catfish is pretty good. You know, everybody has different taste buds, and that's okay. But you know, for my house, it's got to be Weisenberg fish mix, not the cornmeal Weisenberg, but the flour Weisenberg. Yeah, Weisenberger, I think that's pronounced. I don't know if I have any in the house. I know some people have never heard of it. That batter is made here in Kentucky. It is a Kentucky home fish batter. And it's just awesome. It's just awesome. And if for some odd reason, when you try the fish and it doesn't taste like it's there, don't worry. You still got other stuff going on it in the taco to bring out those flavors in that fish.
Oh, let's be another minute on this here. Flip it. Or you just,
I just love it.
you're right.
Tempura is my favorite. Jeremy, what country are you in? I forget what country it is.
Also, yes, Avid, beer battered catfish. He says it's awesome. So we'll have to try it one day. Because I've never had catfish beer battered.
I have, but she hasn't. You know, like I said, before she come along, you know, she never really liked catfish, you know, or fish in that matter. I don't really do much bluegill keeping and cleaning. I would like to, but I mean, come on, guys. Look how much this right here was only off of 4 fish. That's it. That was just 4 channel cats. That's it.
Also, yes, homemade hush puppies with beer batter is really good. I have done that at work quite a few times. We make beer battered cod, which we make a basket like this, the fish and chips basket at work, and we do put the homemade hush puppies with the beer batter in that.
I'm gonna turn this camera up for a second so that way you see she's not really.
I'm not a ghost.
See, that's what she really looks like. She's not a ghost. She's here. It's just the cameras are different and quality and everything. See, it's normal color on this camera over here, the B camera, the misses, and then compared to the computer one. So.
Yeah, I look like all you can see is my eyes in the one on the computer.
And see, I told you, she's a redhead. She's mean. The redheads are mean. You guys watch out.
She's good.
That's what I get for talking. Where? Got not sear on that bad boy.
Yep. It's really good. Hungry.
And it's okay if your fish turns. It's okay if your fish turns black a little bit on the edges. That's normal because you gotta think you're using really dark ingredients. You know, and plus you're searing. Yeah. See, doesn't hair so done? It's falling apart.
Yeah, that's good. Sorry. You can say, oh, she's good. We can say redheads are sweet as sugar.
Yeah. Which one are you talking about? Well, yeah, she's an angel. I'm not gonna lie. She's a great person. She'll help anybody that's in need. We've given our last $20 and $30 before to people that needed it for groceries and stuff. You know, she's always the one that pushed me to do stuff like that. Ever since we first got together. And when I first got together, I didn't want to do stuff like that. But now that I've gotten, you know, older, I don't care. Money's money. It can always be made. You know.
I would love to fly to Australia. What's this thing?
Which one?
Why,
Oh, it's Jeremy. He's the one that we got in that carp group that showed that where he caught a couple carp the other day. Man, when I was a kid, my mom and dad watched that poor movie. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And yeah, it was Triple Barbie. I think what the movie was called. Had Cheech in it. They watched that movie to death. It was funny. The Eat Too High.
I think it's okay. Look at it. Oh, sorry. I'm not very good with this. No, it's so good.
I'm gonna step over and say get you a drink of coffee. So do y'all have any other questions right now while this fish is frying?
We still have to make the crema, so we might go a little bit over an hour.
Yeah, we still have to make the crema. It's the it's the Crema sauce. I'm not sure if I pronounced it correctly or not.
Crema.
Would this be okay to use with the tartar sauce, or you think it would be better to make it how you're making it?
You can definitely do a tartar sauce. I would probably do a homemade tartar sauce just because it does have better flavor. But I do this one as a preference, just because I love the ingredients in it, the cilantro and green onions. It's a great combination, and it gives it that creamy texture that it needs because the slaw is not creamy.
All right, while she's finishing up that little bit of fish air, I'm going to show y'all tonight what's going to be in for the giveaway. Let's step up here a little closer so I don't trip. I got my boat battery over here on the floor. Yeah, we got some barrel swivel. This is all going to be one part of the giveaway. So this be one unit, one thing, one bag. I'm showing you what's in it. We got barrel swivels here. We got some beads. Everybody can use some beads. We got some no roll 3-ounce sinkers. There's 2 in this. These are made by Eagle Claw. I have some Eagle Claw. These are Circle C 7-aught circle hooks. They're really big, pretty nice. Not super big. Then I also have some pig floats to give away in this. This is from Bass Pro. And you can see where I'm going with this giveaway here. You know, we got pig floats. We got some 3-ounce no-roll sinkers. Barrel swivel. We got some beads. And we got some 7-aught circle hooks. You can see where I'm going with that. We'll give that away here momentarily once we get calmed down here. But yeah, this is going to be for tonight's giveaway. Just sharing with y'all. I know it's not much, you know, but I think this with everything here, we're looking at maybe roughly $15, $15, depending on where you go and buy this stuff at.
A few comments to address. Great Outdoors likes to grill.
Who does?
Great Outdoors likes to grill, and Ozark has said a few things. And so it's for you, though. So go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, Sean, that's a little grill I was telling you about for the meet and greet. Let me try to get a little bit better angle here. We try to make sure we temp everything we cook. We just try to be safe. She took special classes for cooking and stuff, and you wouldn't believe all the people that get sick and that can die just from not fully cooked fish or chicken. Chicken is the worst. And ain't chicken the worst?
Yeah, chicken's really dangerous if it's not cooked.
Here's what it looks like without the pan. Okay, and then Ozark. Yeah, y'all don't forget, after this ends tonight, Ozark Guys Fishing will be live. He likes going at a big old beetle. Well, a big old beetle in the claw. Look, that was a bee at first. Y'all want me to fry him up? All right.
Yeah, Norman.
He about did. Come on, little beetle. Come on, little dude. Well, I'm trying to help him out. All right, well, it'll be all right. You must take it. Anyway, yeah, I got this at Walmart a couple years back. It's been phenomenal. Let me open it up here to show you. It takes these style butane tanks. So that little can will last forever. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, anyways, back to Paris. Paris goes on. We'll be on after me live, so just keep an eye on his channel. He usually goes on when I finish. Paris has got a great store for good stuff to buy. I actually have a couple items coming through the mail here eventually. This whole Corona thing, I'm not worried about. I'm not rushing anything. I can't go out and fish where I want to anyways. So
These tongs are too small.
yeah, them tongs, they're small. They don't want to grab. But yeah, y'all make sure y'all check out Paris. Could you put a link up? That way y'all can check it out. I know some of y'all have been to it. There's some new people here that hasn't been to it. Some great price on stuff. Like I said, I got 2 CL60s coming, mean games. I got some 40-pound braid coming. I have a solar battery pack charger coming. I'm in no hurry at all. You know, I don't rush stuff.
All right, I think we're good here now.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, go ahead and cut her off. We're going to cut the rest of this off camera. I don't want to keep y'all here any longer than y'all want to be. So this will be fine. As long as I do not, never, ever leave fish out like this and then put it back in the fridge and cook it the next day.
More than 2 hours.
More than 2 hours, toss it. Done.
Okay. Now, let's look at the slaw. I'm going to show you the slaw now that it's been sitting because I also want to taste it again. Look how much, there's so much more liquid in there now. I don't know if you could tell that by looking at it. But, and this is a different fork, not the same one. Look how much, see how much more.
So if it was me, I'd be using the same fork for dipping the raw fish in, eating the fish off of it, dipping it in that. That's just how I am. But, you know, here lately, she's not been that way. So she's been on me real good. It's a good thing. It's a good habit. You know.
That's so that's perfect.
And I'm gonna get some on a fork here to show y'all what it looks like on a fork. Well, if I can get it to stay on.
Yeah, it's hard to.
And this is what it looks like on the fork and everything. This is what we're going to, well, that's what we're going to put on the top of it.
Good, isn't it? Mm-hmm.
My fork.
Okay, so
Go ahead. I got to get ready.
we're going to get started on the crema now. Again, I've pre-measured everything just to kind of cut down on time and space.
How much does it usually cost to make a little meal like this? If you didn't have to buy the fish, think about this, guy. Catfish at Walmart is $13 for what was it, 6 ounces for 2 pounds. $13 for 2 pounds and 30 something for 4 or 5 pounds. Not that bad, but I'm not big on the store-bought catfish. I will not eat it. You can ask her. There's been times when we eat all the catfish all the time. She's like, well, we'll go buy some catfish. I'm like, no, I'm not eating it until I catch my fish. I prefer fresh out of the lake, not cut up in the store, sit on the shelf forever, frozen. No, it's got to be caught from the lake or a river or something.
Okay, we might need to move this over
Oh,
this way.
sorry. Gotta move the camera back over.
There we go.
There we go. Sorry, guys.
Okay, so on the crema, you are going to have 1/4 cup of cilantro. I love cilantro. It's really good. All right, and then you're going to have 1/4 cup of green onions. These are 2-ounce cups, but I forced them down in the cup.
She's a very forcible person.
I'm going to do these two last.
Okay.
All right, and then I've got a 1/2 teaspoon of minced garlic. Oh, it smells so good. Mm.
Remember, guys, it does not take much of that garlic at all.
Oh, man. We need to... All right, so.
And this is something that we like to do, like when we don't have kids at nighttime and we're off on the same days. It's usually never like when I'm off on the weekends, she's at work. When she's off on the weekdays, I'm at work. So we're never usually off. She was at work today, but she come home and jumped on this. This is a fun little thing to do with your wife or spouse or whoever you're with or a friend or, you know, it's just something cool to do. It's spending time together. You know, it doesn't always have to be going to the movies going out to eat, you know, even going for a country cruise. You know,
That's what we like to do.
that's what we like to do.
I've got a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And then I've got the zest of a lime. Now, you can use like a teaspoon, but I just zested a lime. I didn't measure it. So.
Fresh lime.
Yeah, it was a fresh zested lime.
Can you buy pre-dried zest?
I don't know. That's a good question. I'm not for sure. Sorry, I'm using my finger without something. Sorry.
It's just us eating it. We're not serving it. We're not selling it. So.
Okay, and then I've got 1½ teaspoons of fresh squeezed lime juice.
I'm telling you right now, it takes a lot to get that juice out of it.
Oh my goodness. He actually juiced the limes for me. So. Right.
I did do some pre-measuring before she got home, though. But, you know, this is a meal that she cooks for me usually, and I sit down and wait for it. And there's other meals that I cook for her that she sits down and will have to get involved.
Most days.
Yeah, you know. Well, this is one of those meals I've never really cooked with her. You know, she just cooked it one day for me. And I was like, oh, man, you know, this is awesome. We got to have this more often.
Okay. We've got 3 tablespoons of mayonnaise. I prefer to use real mayo. He prefers salad dressing. So, of course, we're using real mayo because that's what I want.
I grew up eating salad dressing. So.
Or whipped dressing.
Yeah. Well, depending on what store and brand it is.
Okay, and then I've got 3 tablespoons of sour cream. If you wanted to make it healthier, you can do fat-free sour cream mayonnaise. I prefer not. But.
I don't think it's going to hurt me any.
I use a spoon to mix it. All right. Everything's in there. We're going to mix it up really good. Oh my gosh.
Oh, it looks so good.
And this recipe actually doubles really well. Some recipes don't. So if you need to make more than this, you can just double the ingredients. And it don't change the flavor. I've cooked stuff and doubled ingredients before, and it completely throws it off.
So this is one of them that does not throw it off?
Right. And this one doubles really good. Or triples. At work, I've done it before to where I've had to do 40. But it works really well. I've only made it work once or twice. It's a lot to do for 40 people. All right. So now I'm going to taste it. Put that over there. Oh my gosh. It's so good.
I want to taste.
I can't really tell.
There we go.
It's really good.
It kind of looks like spinach. That spinach dip that you get from the store. That's what it looks like, but it's not. You know, I bet you could put some spinach in it.
Oh yeah, probably. He has gained quite a. David said to get you fat. He's done what is it? 15 pounds the first year of marriage, something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
But so did I. So.
I used to be over 340, almost 340 pounds at one time. So now I'm down
yeah,
to.
he's lost weight.
I'm 280 right now, and I still look at my 6'2", 6'3". So it's actually kind of, you know, I carry it well, so they say, but I don't, you know. Mountain Dew was my killer. That was what put it on quick.
All right, so I'm out of blood. So we're going to move all this so we can assemble the tacos together. Sorry.
I had her pick this. This is one of those bifold tables at Walmart. It was on sale for $32. It's just a black PVC whatever table. Mainstays. It's a 40-inch. I really wish it was a little bit bigger, but I really don't think I have enough room for it because we're maxed out as it is. So
these little baskets came with little cute liners. I think they're adorable.
Yeah, and most of the stuff here we bought just for tonight. You know, the lining here, the table. But we knew it was going to get dirty. We knew it was going to get oil on it. I mean, cooking fish. That's okay. You stay on.
All right, so I just bought 6-inch tortillas. You can use whatever size, but the smaller ones I think are better for this. Also, if you were going to have a side dish with this, I would recommend maybe something fresh, because this is a fresh taco. It's not like what you would eat with beef. This is a lot of fresh ingredients. I like to make homemade corn salad with this recipe, but we're not going to do that tonight. We're going to have salads with it, the side salads.
We're not going to make the salad here though. We're just going to put it together. Well, thank you, Palmetto. Means a lot. We've had our ups and downs, like any marriage. Sorry. And but there's one thing we've always had for each other, and that's respected each other. And she actually, she's always been supportive. Since I first started YouTube, I've almost quit 2 or 3 times because I got frustrated with learning new things and going out sometimes and not catching fish, on video. And it sucks. It does. It happens. I've been skunked 2 times this year already, 2 or 3 times. I'm not gonna lie. And she's always supported me through this whole process. Even when I did other things, when I used to build my cars, build mud mowers. Yes, I used to take lawnmowers to turn them into mud mowers. We put ATV tires on them. We'd fully swap them. We'd run 20, 30 mile an hour with them. It's just, Hey, Jace.
Okay, so I'm out of gloves, so I am going to pick this up with me.
We're not going to. She's fine. I'm actually trying to set up a GoPro on my boat right now. I have a mount for it that I mounted on it. It didn't turn out too well. It only shows half of the boat where it's at. It's on the bar. I'm still looking for a rod setup. Give me an update on the boat too while I'm here. Like Elston, where I'm going to try to do a little cart like he has for the Ohio River setup. I'm opening the door, let some fresh air in.
It's hot in here.
It's very hot. You can probably see the boat behind me. It's right here.
There's the fish. Oh, it looks so good. We're going the wrong way. Okay. I'm just going to take some of the fish and put it on the taco. You want to do the slaw? You want to put the slaw on it?
I'm going to try mine without the slaw first.
Okay. You want the crema?
Yes. The crema. Yes, the crema.
The slaw. Sorry. Okay.
I got all right.
He's not going to have the slaw for the first bite. I am, because I love it. Okay, so just put on mine over.
Yeah, she really enjoys the slaw. I'm not much. It's good. I'm not going to lie. It's awesome. But I'm not much on it. I'm not going to lie. I'm more of a all meat in kind of person. Okay. So which one do you want to be yours?
It doesn't matter.
We'll give you this one that way.
Okay.
Well, that's what it's called, a slaw.
Yeah. Traditionally, though, the slaw has a creamy texture, but we have the cream to go on top. That's good. All right. So far, we've got this, and I would probably put way more if I was sitting down to eat a meal. And then I'm going to put the crema right on there. A little bit more.
I know it's so odd to have the camera there trying to.
All right. That is. Oh, it's not very great picture.
Oh, it's awesome.
Okay, so now we're going to eat the fish taco.
Oh, if I get underneath the
my gosh. It's very good. You're missing out with the one.
I know. Try and keep mine all in.
So once it's all mixed, oh my gosh, it's really good.
You can't tell if even catfish.
You can taste every ingredient though, like the lime, the cilantro, the honey, all of it.
Everything mixes in good, though.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna finish my off camera.
He doesn't want to finish hers off camera while I'm talking with a mouthful. That's good.
It's very good.
There you go. Thank you.
I also like to mix the slaw with the crema and eat it by itself. This way.
All right, guys. I'm gonna do the giveaway here now. For the ones that's been here all night, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. We've been talking about doing this together for what, 3 or 4 or 5 weeks. You know?
But I usually won't get on camera.
She's been too shy to get on camera, and I finally talked her into it.
I don't even take pictures. Usually.
Yeah. So I'm gonna get on here, and we're gonna do so we got 11 people in here. I'm gonna do 1 through, what do you think, 1 through 50 or 1 through 100? Just
I think probably 50 if there's 11.
okay, we're gonna do 1 through 50 and go now.
After we call time, we're going to give it about 45 seconds because the comments are very delayed coming through. So.
Yeah, but it's okay. We'll get you. Yeah, it's even delayed here on the thing.
John says to take him out of the drawing.
Okay.
Everybody, oh.
The first number you pick is the number you go with. The first number you pick is the number you're going with.
And I should also clarify that it's going to be number that's closest without going over. And I'm not picking the number. It's going to be on a picker, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Number generator. All right. Oh, nope. 1 to 50. All right, I'm going to pick it now. There we go. And generate. And it landed on 24. 24. Let's see if anybody picked number 24.
It's 23. Wicked.
Oh, Metal had it backwards. Is that usually how it goes? Okay, so I don't see no. I don't see no 24, so we're going to do the closest without going over. So, let's see here.
Rolling too fast.
Yep, with this outdoors, you are our tonight's live feed winner. Congrats, buddy.
With the number 23.
Yeah. It was the closest without going over. I think this is a good way of picking a winner right now. Until I find out that I like. They have an app for every freaking thing in the world. I mean, I've almost got an app walk. I mean, they do have an app to start watching your photos.
Ava says I need to cook them on your channel some more. And I believe it's gone now, but I believe somebody else said something. Oh, I see it. Palmetto says I should have my cooking show on YouTube. I don't think I would be able to do it. I'm actually really nervous right now. So I'm not really good in front of a camera. So I may join him and cook some other things. You all give us some suggestions on things you'd like me to cook. I can cook pretty much anything. And we will do it on his channel.
They're seeing all white, Mary, all pale, Mary. That's not how you look.
But I will cook more on his channel. You just give us some suggestions and maybe we'll set a date and we'll see what suggestion has the most interest.
Yeah, and I still got to do a catch, cook, and clean. Some of the areas in my area that I fish for catfish, I can't fish. The boat ramps are closed or they're ran by state, so I can't go fishing or the parks are closed. They get a gate lock. I'm really upset about that, but I understand it's for a good cause. But as soon as everything gets back open, I'll be, going more catfish. Sounds just going crazy.
I don't know. The meatloaf recipe, Michael, I will write down the ingredients that I use. I don't measure because I've made it so often. So I will measure the next time that I make it, and I will write it down and let you all have the recipe.
Y'all got anything else for us tonight? What's your thoughts on this smoked night? Did you like it? Don't forget, I will put the ingredients and recipe in the description below. After this is done processing for YouTube, it takes a while for it to fully upload. I can't edit nothing until it's done. But what's y'all's thoughts on tonight's meal? Y'all like it? Y'all want to see more like it? Or something similar?
I do really good shrimp as well. It don't have to be catfish.
I know. I can't wait to finish up. After we turn the camera off, I know there's a delay in the messages. That's why we're standing here looking at the screen for so long.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I don't like this side.
You don't like it side? See, that's a woman for you.
Okay, that's a little bit. Thank you all. I'm glad that you liked it. Thanks, Avid and Chunky. Whoever else. I can't see.
Which one?
It's a great live stream. You want to see more?
Oh yeah, we're gonna do some more live cooking too.
I'll tell you, I make really good chicken parmesan as well, without pasta though. I don't do pasta, but that's something that I think we could definitely do here.
Yeah, it doesn't have to pertain just to catfish or other fish as well. If y'all want to see some other stuff, that was a one skillet meal. That's it, one skillet. That's it.
And this is not as usually how messy it is afterwards.
No, we just don't
clean as I go.
Yeah, we're in the building, so I just I got this building to do all kinds of sorts of stuff in to show everybody that you can do stuff if you have a little small building, and it's just cool. It's like a grown adult clubhouse. Is how I look at it. I never got to feel the effect or anything like that of not having my own clubhouse. So having this is my clubhouse, my man cave, office, tool shed. It's all in one. But
thank
yeah,
you, Aben. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank y'all so much for tuning in tonight. I really had fun. I enjoyed it. I actually lost words how well it went.
I'm excited. All day at work, I was very nervous. So I'm glad that it went well.
But yeah, we're gonna end this video here today, and we'll catch y'all on the river bank or lake, and I'll see y'all later.
See you later.
Y'all. And at least in broadcast.
You might be getting close to the camera.
You're fine.